You would not believe the list of people who actually said yes to this, and that's what bothers me. Hi and welcome to Blossom Talk. I'm Tashti Flo, and this is my channel where I talk about my good and bad experiences with celebrities and being an entertainment reporter. A few days ago, I posted an update of my Blake Lively interview that went viral about 4 months ago, and I've been really overwhelmed with all the response I got from my update and how amazing you guys are and so nice and supportive, and it really warms my heart. So thank you so much for all your feedback. I love it, and I love this community here. I'm so proud of what we have created together, and that people are so willing to see the positive in the negative and to help me continue to have courage to talk about these things and to point out bullies and hypocrisy and all the things that have been bothering a lot of us for a long time. I think people now are really looking for transparency and accountability, and I think that's such a great thing. So thank you again, everyone, from the bottom of my heart for all your support. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and click that notification button if you don't want to miss any episodes of Blossom Talk. Today I wanted to talk about something that I've been really bothered by for a while. I learned about this film festival last year, but this year I got a lot more information about it, and I just thought that I'll put it out there because I think it's something very important to talk about. This is a festival in Saudi Arabia called the Red Sea Film Festival. It was supposed to have its first year in 2020, but because of COVID, it was pushed until 2021. And it's a part of Saudi Arabia trying to become more westernized and become a more open culture and to show the world that they have changed. Well, I don't think so. The first year they started inviting a lot of celebrities there. I think a few people showed up, but it wasn't like overwhelming. But as the years has gone by, more and more celebrities have accepted the invitation. And in the invitation, I think most of the celebrities, what I've heard last year was that they got $1 million to show up on the red carpet. And they were like, yes, of course I'll do that. Even though you represent a country that criminalizes LGBTQ plus people, and your execution rate is higher than any other country except China and Iran, and you executed 100 foreigners this year and 300 people altogether. You would not believe the list of people who actually said yes to this, and that's what bothers me. Some of these people I really like, which is even worse. I hate to say it, but when I saw people like Emily Blunt and Priyanka Chopra and Johnny Depp, and people like Sarah Jessica Parker was there. She's like a gay icon. She represented a TV show that was created by gays.
And a true advocate for women.
And her sequel, And Just Like That, even more so. People have been saying it's way too woke. And she's there lending her image to a country that doesn't respect human rights.
Priyanka inspires millions by defying boundaries and as a champion of diversity.
And as a journalist, of course, I have to point out that in 2018, the Saudi Arabian prince ordered the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, who was cut into pieces and put in a suitcase. And journalists also go there and they cover the event. I saw Variety, one of the trade magazines here. They were there covering, writing about everything that was going on. One of the things they wrote about was Eva Longoria, who was there, who talked about diversity and inclusion in Hollywood, and how she was disappointed now that these things are being pushed back on, and that she is afraid that we're not going to see that many Latinas getting roles anymore because the roles are going to the people who have the most experience, and Hollywood is no longer going to go for actors, directors, producer with a minority background. I think going to Saudi Arabia to talk about that seems so naive to me and kind of disrespectful. Don't talk about that in Saudi Arabia, where gay people get thrown in prison. And, women couldn't vote until recently. And cinema has been illegal for 35 years. And this new thing that they just put on, like this show to pretend that they are being westernized, is basically just a play to fool everyone to forget about all the things that already happened there. And that's still going on. This year, they executed 300 people. And this is where you choose to go to share your image, Vin Diesel was there and he received an Icon Award. And he was on stage thanking everyone for this amazing award. And he was looking out in the audience saying it was such a beautiful audience. And he never felt more like at home because it was so friendly and he had so much fun. And he pointed out his friend in the audience, Will Smith. And I'm just like, this is where all your friends are. That just shows me even more how greedy people are. Like, don't you have enough money? Do you have to accept this money to help whitewash a regime? I just felt like this story was just so shocking to me. And especially I have some journalists that I know of that went there and they told me about all these celebrities and they were kind of on the red carpet. They didn't really want to be there. It was obvious. And they flew in and they didn't even do interviews. They just showed themselves on that carpet and then they flew out again.
Can we give it up for the jury again? Stand up.
Viola Davis was there and she was, on stage holding a speech, and Michael Douglas was there, Catherine Zeta-Jones, also Halle Berry and Chris Hemsworth. When the festival was announced in 2021, an Oscar-nominated Pakistani director came out. His name is Sami Khan. He was calling for artists to stay away from the festival. He said that the international film community should not allow itself to be taught and used by Saudi Arabia to whitewash horrific atrocities. He also said, I will probably pay a price for this, but I'm increasingly disturbed by the way repressive governments are using the global film industry to launder their reputation. The Secretary General of Amnesty International also came out with a statement saying that Saudi authorities are pursuing a relentless killing spree, showing a chilling disregard for human life while promoting an empty-worded campaign to rebrand their image. And yet, Hollywood shows up to help this regime clean up its image. It's not just irresponsible, it's downright complicit. This reminded me of what Ricky Gervais said in a Golden Globe speech a few years ago.
Well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you?
The same year that Ricky Gervais said that, he also said...
So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world.
He said it so well so many times on that stage, and I just love him for it. There's not that many people who are as honest as Ricky Gervais. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, you guys, and let me know what you think, if this is the most hypocritical thing ever or if I'm overreacting. Thanks again for watching and for all your support. You're amazing, and yeah, have a lovely day and see you in my next one. Bye.